And when the prayer service started, the monks came in. They looked just like Buddhist monks, or how I thought Buddhist monks would look. They had bald heads, they wore robes, and nothing really under it, and that was about it. They didn't have any shoes, they had just sandals, I guess. And they came into the prayer service, and the people at the service started to chant something, and I don't really know what it was, but I tried to join in as much as possible. But the monks would come in, and they would chant something in front of like the procession, I guess. And then they sat off to the side on like a raised platform because I guess they're supposed to be higher up than everyone else, I guess. So then we all sat down, and we started to go through these prayers and chants and kind of thing, and then um, some kind of like meditation positions, like different sitting styles and ways to move your arm. It was pretty cool. But I guess it's supposed to relieve like stress and like spiritual, I don't know, you know, trying to get your spirit in order kind of way. They tried to describe it, but I couldn't understand everything that they were saying. Well, most of the chanting was in like Sanskrit, I guess it was, or Thai, I get, because they were Thai monks. But it was a pretty cool experience. But when I first decided to go there, I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to be able to understand anything, and I thought it was going to be like the movies, where, like the Buddhist monks are like very peaceful and they don't say anything. And but I talked to a couple of the monks afterwards, and they were actually pretty personable. Like their English wasn't, you know, the best, but they answered all the questions that I asked. They were really okay, cool with me taking pictures of videos of the temple, except for during the prayer service itself, because I mean that would be rude, I guess, or that's considered rude in their, I guess, their practices. But yeah, so I did a tour of like the temple site, and they answered a lot of questions, and it was pretty cool to see, their kind of culture. And from what I understand, for what I believe is, I see Buddhism as more of a lifestyle than a religion, because they have their practices and their ways to live by, like don't steal, don't kill, don't be a bad person, things like that. But they don't really have any, I don't know, like spiritual guidelines like Christianity does, like premarital sex and things like that. That's just pretty interesting, and they're really big on learning too. There was a building that was like a library, and they have books on all kinds of stuff, like human anatomy, flight. There was one on propulsion and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy. I did not expect a Buddhist library to have books like that. But when I talked to the monk, he said that they promote learning of all kinds, and I guess it's a way to keep your spirit and your mind like working, as best as it can, and to like prosper and things like that. So it's pretty cool.